Hello and welcome and much love, Magic learners. Bringing you round 3 here with the Vial Wizards. If you haven't checked out the deck tech, check it out. Bringing you Magic of the day, bite-sized bits of gaming, which again I think is possibly the optimal, right? I think that we can see, not even what I think, we can see how beneficial gaming is to certain improvements in the brain, but also binging can be problematic. Ooh, Thoughtseize is super annoying. Don't take my Aether Vial, bro. Don't seize me, bro. Don't seize me, bro. Yeah, if you haven't watched the deck tech, check it out. And also, coming with this is quick daily insight. Something that can help us both get better, because again, I love to play games, but I want it to be about more, right? So we'll get right into it since the opponent is taking their time on Thoughtseize. Here's the quote to reflect on of the day by Lucius Seneca, Roman philosopher of time. He said that life is not short. I'm going to bottom the third land. Maybe we can get another one if we need to. Life is not short, we just waste a lot of time. Life is not short, we just waste a lot of time. And I'm guilty of this in various ways. Alright, I just want Aether Vial in play so bad. So there it is. Yeah, I'm guilty of wasting a lot of time. I have perfectionism that flares up, or I allocate my time wrong. But if you think about it, life gives us sufficiently generous time to accomplish the greatest achievements of humankind. It's not that we don't have enough time, it's that we waste a lot of it. And that's really got me thinking today. And it's also got me really wanting to win. I'm going to be in full-on ramble mode in this video. But I've got a video I recorded coming up on Tilt, and interesting. I'm going to go for an Omen Speaker and look for another land. We don't need another land by any means. Do we even want another land? Do we actually? I think we actually don't want another land. I was lying. I lied, or I fibbed, or I was wrong. Yeah, tilt. So one of the main causes of tilt is a feeling of needing. Tilt seems to almost always come from needing, not having your needs met, and having ridiculous needs. So for me today, I feel a really strong need to win with this match, because this is the third match, and I don't want to make it 4 matches. And we only end on a win, otherwise we have to come back. So it's like, man, I really want to win. No, we need to win. We need to win today. And so it's like, alright, if we lose, I'm going to tilt off, right? There is a Sage, which I'm going to use. And I'm going to go looking for a Sky Hussar to start drawing cards. Sky Hussar. Sky Hussar. Go looking for a Sky Hussar. Set up our engine, card draw engine. No Sky Hussar. So I think I'm gonna draw the Sage. I'm gonna draw the Misty Rainforest. And then the Sage. This way we can if we choose to, we can draw the Sage next turn, play it, and then fetch Misty to search through our deck. I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to put on the pressure with Mutavault so we can start pushing for 4 at a time. And with Void Mage up, we can keep up a counter spell. with my magic hero Kai Buddha here, the German juggernaut. Meanwhile, we don't really know what the opponent's doing. They played some Mind Stones and some fetch and shock lands. Eldrazi Temple. Okay, so that's what's happening. We're going to see an Oblivion Sower here. It's starting to make some sense. We don't have anything in exile. 2, 3, 4. Mole Drifter. Weird. Well, we're going to counter that with a Sage of Epicure. Counter that. Pay blue, blue. Sacrifice a wizard. And then the next turn we can drop Void Mage, tick Aether Vial up to 3. And then we're going to be on pace to win. On the following turn, actually. Oops. I screwed up. I didn't do what I said I would do. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect. So we can either skip this Vial. I'm going to skip the Vial because I did the math. Yeah, real painful mistake. I did the math and we'll actually have a kill next turn. Whether we get that Master of Waves out or not. Because we have 6 through the Void Mage. And if I had... Yeah, it gets to the point where you make a mistake and then there's a fork in the road and there's no coming back and you just have to move forward. So that's what we did there. And we cut our losses and picked the best play. We weren't stubborn about it, which was great. It was, alright, well, we're not on Master of Waves anymore. We're going to go for the Void Mage, and it seemed to be slightly better. So, Spreading Seas could probably be good here. Sword seems good. I'm going to cut 1 Metamorph. And then Sower could be very good here. If we want to cut Metamorphs, I don't really want to do that. I don't know that it's way better, and I don't want to jack up our 5-drop slot that bad, so I'm basically just going to roll with what we have, for better or for worse. Okay, back for game 2 here of match 3, reflecting on how life is really not short, but we waste a lot of time. So what's not wasting time? Right, so you have these daily insights for me, and I like to share them because they're part of my grand plan of being a real helpful person. So, in the years to come, you may see me pivot in various ways, and one of them is in moving more in that direction, although I don't expect the gaming thing to stop, just because it adds a lot for very little. At least I feel that way right now. But if you want more of the insightful, generally helpful stuff, you should check out my Travis Wu YouTube. TravisWuYouTube.com/TravisWu. And that is not about gaming, but is about various things that I have learned that I think would be helpful to share. So check it out. I think that I don't want to waste time in life, so I want to get that project moving immediately. So if you're following along at home and you want to be inspired by this quote, life is not short, it's just that we waste a lot of time. Oh geez. Then my question for you is, what are you really trying to accomplish? Yikes. Well, murder is actually a good one. Murder is actually really good. Ship the turn. What are you really trying to accomplish? What is going to help you accomplish that? What else is just in the way? Because that's the way things work. There's there's the things that will lead us towards our goals, and then things that are just in the way. It's a good way of thinking about things. Opportunity cost of time. Fenax. Creatures you control, that's very interesting. Okay, stack these. Gonna go ahead and Sky Hussar. And use this ability. We're gonna draw a couple fetch lands. Might as well crack the one right now. And ship the turn. We have Martyr of Frost at the ready to counter something that absolutely has to be countered. And then we can plop down our Grand Architect to replace our second blue creature and draw a card. Kozilek's Channeler, so do we want to counter that? I don't know, but I'm going to. I figure the opponent is getting to the point where they're going to have enough mana to basically do what they want. So maybe we can stop them from getting to that point. Alright, best card in our deck to draw right now is Void Mage Prodigy. Master of Waves. Okay, there's some spice to that. There is some spice to that. It's a good amount of spice to that. Might as well drop it. Like it's hot, yeah. And all of a sudden we're representing lethal next turn. Lethal attacks. 4, 5, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, actually I believe we've got to kill through that. Opponent blocks here. Yep. Alright, well, I didn't tilt off because we won, so that's good. Oops, I didn't mean to watch that. So quickly recap on this deck and what we have learned. Thanks to all of our patron supporters. If you've gotten the ebook and you haven't scheduled a one-on-one, make sure to do that with me. That comes with the ebook. Otherwise, you might not get the most of it. So make sure to do that, just because some people haven't done that and some of you are watching this video. So yeah, we'll be back in the next match with Possibility Storm, actually, which will be very sweet, so stay tuned for that. This deck's really fun. We got to showcase it in the final match. The mana engine, the counter engine, the card draw engine, the beef engine is, yeah, awesome blue deck. So we also discussed such stuff as how life isn't short, but we waste a lot of time, which I thought was a really powerful and useful thing to share. Tell me what you think about that, and all feedback is appreciated as always. So much love. Thank you all for the support, and see you in the comments.